All right, today I'm going to show you a tool that gives you a full SEO team for free right inside of Claude Code. It's called Claude SEO, and by the end of this video, you'll have it installed. You'll watch it actually audit a real website live. So first, just a little bit of grounding because the rest of this will only make sense with it. So what is SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. It just means making your website easier for Google and now ChatGPT and Gemini, Perplexity, all of the LLMs to find, understand, recommend information to people searching for something. So if you run a website and you want more people finding it through search instead of paid ads, that is search engine optimization or SEO. So it's just a checklist of dozens of technical and content things that will either help or hurt how visible your website is. So here's the problem that this plugin is going to solve. It is a real SEO audit, a full checkup of everything wrong or right with a site. That'll normally take a senior consultant somewhere between 4 to 8 hours. An agency doing it for you will take somewhere between 1 to 3 weeks maybe and cost thousands of dollars. Even paid software like Ahrefs, SEMrush are going to run you somewhere between hundreds to thousands of dollars a month. But this plugin fills that gap. It's free, it's fast, and you don't need to know anything about SEO going in, which is amazing. So this is a plugin from Grichi Daniel, who is a saint. So a plugin is just basically a collection of Claude skills, but it gives Claude Code powers that it doesn't have out of the box. Under the hood, it's built from what developers call sub-agents, sub-skills, but just think of them as specialized mini experts. So one is going to check your page speed. One will check whether Google can properly read your page. One will check whether your content sounds trustworthy and well-researched. And then another could check the schema markup, which is basically just invisible labels on your page that help search engines understand what they're looking at. So there's also a new category, which is like LLM stuff. So, large language modeling, AKA AEO, GEO, but it's experts that check whether your content actually shows up when people ask questions inside of ChatGPT, Gemini, any of these LLMs, because now things are changing to where people aren't just typing things into Google. So instead of running these checks one after another like a human would, Claude SEO is going to run up 10 to 15 of them at the same time. A full audit that would take a person days, if not weeks, to have accomplished prior. So it's not just going to dump a bunch of technical jargon on you. It's going to hand you a prioritized action plan, what's broken, how much it matters, exactly what to do about it, ranked most urgent to least. So who is this for? This is for small business owners wondering why they're not showing up on Google, bloggers who want more traffic, freelancers who want to offer SEO audits without spending years learning SEO, agencies who want to turn a quarterly deep audit into something they can run weekly for every client without hiring anybody. So one more thing before we install it, it's fully open source under the MIT license. So it's free, no catch, no monthly bill, nobody can shut it off on you, and it runs on your own computer. So and it will just check whatever site you point at. So let's just hop right into it. This is the plugin from Grichi Daniel, and you can see that it uses a lot of backstory. He's added a lot of additional context into it. So everything is aligned with Google's AI optimization guide, and you can see here it is 25 skills, sub skills, and 8 clusters, and he's broken those clusters out. AI search, local maps, things like that. So let us hop right into how to install this. You are just going to need Claude Code over here. If you don't already have a newer version of 1.0.33, something like that, and Python as well, we'll confirm that both are going to work for you on a little health check. So don't worry about it. What we're going to do is literally just take this in here, this URL, and we are going to say install this SEO plugin for Claude Code. It is a GitHub repo. All right, and let us see what it comes up with. This is going to point Claude Code at the GitHub project where Claude SEO lives, so it knows where to pull that plugin from. So let us see. All right, I think it is as easy as that. So let's see, run this. So it says it very clearly. Restart Claude Code in a new session, so it reloads. Run this to finish the setup, SEO setup, okay, and then verify with SEO Doctor. If you want those integrations. No, I don't want any integrations just yet. So let's just close out of Claude Code here then. Let's quit here. Let's go into Claude again. Okay, let's do a new session, but let's see what it said. So run this to finish the setup. Let me copy that guy. We will do a new session. Boom. So let's see. I wonder if it saw it because it is now saying, okay, well, no. SEO flow, SEO audit, SEO cluster, SEO. Let's see if that is how I'm supposed to run this. It should say SEO doctor, SEO audit, SEO page. Let's do SEO audit. No, let's do SEO. He has images, schema. Need to make sure hreflang. Okay. SEO technical, SEO profound. Let me see. I think that's a good one. Let's do SEO audit. Let's do let's see what it looks like. So then you can see it's really just as easy as hitting this little slash and then hitting SEO, and then it's already installed all of these separate skills. So at any point you could just hit backslash and type this in. So I dropped in this URL here. Let's just watch it happen live, and it's gonna do a full sweep. It's very interesting. So it will take a little bit of time. I think somewhere between after 10 to 15 minutes is what it was in the past. It'll get you back a written report, gives you a score out of 100, critical issues ranked by importance, with every recommendation that it has, what it found, why it matters, and how you'd verify that the fix worked. That last part is the key thing. It's not just how to fix this. It's here's how you know you succeeded. So full audit will be a headline feature, but there's also a toolbox underneath it that's worth knowing about. So while this guy runs, I'm gonna do another one. Let's see over here, and let's go ahead and just do SEO. Let's do the schema. So the schema markup, remember, was kind of like an invisible label. It just checks whether your site has a markup and can generate the correct version if it is missing on it. So if there's often a difference between Google showing like a plain blue link versus a rich result with stars, prices, extra details underneath it, things like that. So let's go ahead and put this guy in. Code schema. We'll do kansascitytvnow.com. We'll do that one too. All right, so I think we should play around with the fun one next, which is going to be GEO. So this is generative engine optimization. So this is a little more geared towards the AI stuff. So optimizing that content so it gets picked up and cited inside of AI. So this will do a little audit to see how well things are getting picked up by that. So it's SEO and it was GEO. So GEO, and let's do that as well. All right, nice. Who's that good looking fella? Just kidding. I think I'm gonna, okay, this is the schema. SEO, GEO, SEO, GEO. I think I'm gonna pause the SEO audit one. It's gonna take a really long time, but I kind of wanna show what it looks like. So you can see with the SEO audit, it's running, it says it right here, running all 9 specialist sub-agents, and it includes the GEO, so I'll probably just pause that one then. The sitemap, the schema, the performance, so it's running all of these guys at one time just to give you that full suite of SEO breakdown. Right, so very interesting, right? So you could see that it's pretty much tore my site up. It says I have no schema markup at all. Check the raw HTML, and it is missing across all of it. The FAQ page skipped as a priority. Google retired. FAQ rich results, gotta love that. So something to remember for that one. Nothing tells the Google the business name, love it. Generated schema, so it also then generated a schema report that I could then just, so here is the schema markup it came up with. 14 service pages missing. Well, obviously, so wow, it even put them in priority order. So look at this. This is a single high value gap. 0 business identity markup means Google has to infer everything. Wow, high aggregate rating nested in the local business. 5 are prominent displayed on the home page, but Caro 0 is structured. Service schema, interesting. So it even generated this schema over here, which is, look at this. This is great. So I could just drag and drop this into my files of my website and I would be good to go. So again, it didn't even just find the errors, which, I mean, this is extremely in-depth. This is ridiculous with the amount of information it just pulled. It also solved this issue. I mean, this used to take weeks to a month at least to get this level of detail. So it is amazing what it can pull through. I'm very curious to see on the GEO piece if it is still running. Did I pause this one? ran 7 commands, browsed web. I think I did pause that one. Let's look at this guy. That was the schema. Oh, this is it doing the whole audit. Pray for me on this one. All right, so here it is running the entire backlink audit, no meaningful referring, domain data, okay. The only thing I will say that's kind of a caveat here is the amount of credits it blows through. So you can see I went from 38 to 64%. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause this guy if it's not done already, because it is just gonna drink through all the credits I have, which is amazing. I mean, do you realistically, would I run this every day? I definitely wouldn't, but it's just so much. Let me go ahead and pause this guy. 1, 2, content audit done. All right. And let's just go ahead and pause everything for now. I don't want to blow through all my credits, but $0 figures anywhere on the site, despite upfront pricing being the top marketing claim and the pricing calculator is fully invisible to AI crawlers. That's okay. Not opposed to that, just because it is kind of a JavaScript calculator as is. But yeah, pretty much tore everything up to high heaven. So it's great because if you are not managing this yourself, you could just ask it to pull all this, send it to your agency or your webmaster, and I'm sure you would give them about 2 months worth of work to do. And you could run this at any point to see how much of the work is actually getting done. So it's kind of a twofer, right? I think, you know, again, for something that we set up in probably about 5 minutes, and it takes it about a minute or two to run, maybe 5 to 10 minutes to run. You know, for 20 minutes, you have a full action report for probably, arguably, one of the best marketing channels that there is. It's crazy the times that we live in. So if you haven't have a chance, just go over to the GitHub repo, agree key Daniel Claude /SEO. Just tell your Claude Code to install it and run through the prompts that it pops up and just make sure that everything gets installed. But once it is, you'll have that SEO plugin. You just hit blank, type in SEO, and you have all of these skills built right in here from that SEO plugin. So really, at any point, anybody can be an SEO expert. So I hope this is helpful. I have been using this a little bit, obviously a lot to do, just, you know, on top of making the videos, but I hope you found this helpful, and always here if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.